Hey, my name's Jim. Had a ton of new people coming into this hobby lately. Lots of new subscribers on my YouTube channel, so I thought it might be a good opportunity to kind of introduce what this is all about real quickly. So my name's Jim, and what I do is I collect graded newsstand copies of Sports Illustrated. Not subscription issues, but newsstand issues of Sports Illustrated. And when I get those boxes of the issues graded back from CGC, I do an unboxing video. And I also don't look and see what these grades are in advance. So when I do this video, it's just me and you seeing the results for the first time. So that's kind of what I do. And I got another box here, and this is going to be a ton of fun. Very interesting here. So this is just 3 slabs. This is a small walkthrough that I sent. Yeah, walkthrough. So you know they're going to be pretty interesting. They're all modern, for the most part, pretty modern. But they're big. They're technically all first covers, these 3 slabs. 3 first covers. One of them is not a Sports Illustrated. I'll tell you, it's a Time magazine, which I've really been getting into a lot more lately. But for this athlete, it's their first cover on Time magazine. The other 2 are Sports Illustrated, also first covers. 3 Hall of Famers. 3 all-time greats, 3 issues that I've never owned before. So these are all gonna be, and I got a chance at popping some really nice grades on these. I mean, this is why I sent them walkthrough. These were really premium pieces, and I've got a great chance of popping some big grades. Okay, so first one up. Here we go. We're gonna find out a ton. These could be big. I mean, these are big Hall of Fame superstars, all first covers. This is going to be really, really interesting. Oh, and there we start off. 9.6. 9.6. Shaquille O'Neal, first cover from 1991, back when he was still in college playing for LSU. This is a pop 1 of 1, none higher. I'm going to say this about this. I don't do this very often, but this is a 9.6. It's a pop 1 of 1, none higher. There's, I think, 2 or 3 9.4s out there, and those have been going for some big money lately. I think it's going to be almost impossible. I'm not going to say never, but almost impossible for anyone to get a copy graded higher than this 9.6. Oh, yeah. Right there. First Shaquille O'Neal cover. Here's the reason. This is a extremely condition-sensitive issue. You've heard me talk about this a lot before. This is a very dark cover. A lot of dark ink, especially along the edges and especially along that spine. And if you look at the back, too, again, full color. Lot of dark ink. For modern issues, this is where you get most of your downgrades. It is going to be almost impossible for someone else to have a copy of this issue that doesn't have the tiniest little spine tick that breaks color either on the front or the back. This is a big deal. This is a really big deal. I'm thrilled with this grade. I'm blown away. It's from January 21st, 1991. Interestingly enough, Shaquille O'Neal played 3 full years at LSU, which is obviously unheard of now. In college, everybody's pretty much one and done, especially massive superstars like Shaq. But he played 3 years at LSU, so this was from 91, so this would have technically been his sophomore year there. And I saw an interview with Shaq recently, and he wanted to go pro after his sophomore year, and his dad talked to him and said, you know what, you've been broke for 18 years. You can be broke for 1 more year. I thought that was pretty cool, and Shaq talked about that in an interview recently, and that's why he went back for another year and went to LSU. Shaquille O'Neal, first cover, 9.6, pop 1 of 1, none higher. There's only 1 of these in this grade in the whole world, and I got it right here in my stinking hands. I'm thrilled with this. Absolutely, I'm blown away. It's awesome, awesome. Look how dark that cover is. I've said it before. Dark ink, it's like having a black car. Any dirt just comes, it's obvious. It sticks out like a sore thumb. You can see it, and it's the same thing when it comes to grading magazines. You get something like that, and you get dark ink on there, and if there are flaws, They're going to come screaming out, and the graders are not going to miss them. You're just not going to be able to hide it. Okay. Going to be tough to top that, but I'm open to it. Hey, if we can do better than a 9.6 Shaquille O'Neal first cover, I'm down. Next one up. Oh. That's pretty nice. That is very, very beautiful. Troy Aikman's first cover. So this is from August 21st, 1989. I don't know why. This is a super rare issue. There are 3 copies of this in newsstand that have been graded. That's it. This is a pop 1 of 1, none higher. I think there's a 9.0, and I think there's like an 8.0 or an 8.5 out there as well. I don't know why this one is so rare. It's Troy Aikman. I mean, Troy Aikman, 3-time Super Bowl champion, Hall of Famer, all-time great, has had an amazing career in the broadcast booth. I mean, he just flipped from Fox over to ESPN, and him and Joe Buck are going to be, doing Monday Night Football next year. And I think that helps an athlete's collectability. When they stay in the public eye after they've retired, it can only help. It keeps them top of mind with everybody. It raises their overall awareness. It can only help with their collectability. So, and he played for the Dallas Cowboys, freaking America's team, whether you like the Cowboys or not. There are more Cowboy fans out there than any other football team. Football is the biggest sport in the country. It's freaking Troy Aikman. And somehow everybody's missed this issue up until this point. Because there's only 3 of them graded. So I don't know why this is so rare. I don't know why it's so hard to find. But I'll take it. 9.4, Troy Aikman, first cover from 1989. Oh, first Troy Aikman cover, says it on there. If you're new here, all of us in the hobby have been battling with CGC to get certain things mentioned on the slab, like first cover, first pro cover, variants, that sort of thing. CGC's been a little slow to the uptick on that, but I keep hammering away and following the proper procedures to request that information on the label, and CGC is getting better at it. I'll give them credit. They still aren't where they need to be, but they're getting better at it. Troy Aikman, first cover, 1989, 9.4. Pop 101, none higher. Not bad. Okay, got one left. This one's going to be really interesting. So this is a Time magazine, huge superstar, and their first cover. We've been doing a lot more Time magazines lately. I don't know if anybody else finds them interesting. I just think they're kind of cool when there's a big superstar on the cover. Okay, that's pretty good. Pretty good. This is LeBron James, first Time magazine cover. This is from 2008, August 4th, 2008. I feel stupid doing this, but I'm so excited when they finally put it on there. First LeBron James cover. So he's not wearing, 2008, he would have been with the Cavs back then. So he's not wearing his Cleveland Cavaliers uniform because this is all about LeBron and the Olympics in 2008. But still, it's freaking LeBron James, and it's very cool. This is 9.4. This is a pop 1 of 1 with 1 higher. There's a 9.6 out there, so you know me. I'm a grade snob. I'm sorry. It's just who I am. I'm a grade snob. So I'm a little disappointed in this one. I still think it's a super cool cover. It's LeBron. But man, I would have liked that 9.6 or that 9.8 on that one. By the way, Time magazine, again, we'll talk about what we talked about earlier. Difficult to get in a high grade because every Time magazine, or the vast majority of them, are framed in this red outline. So again, that's a darker color ink that's going to be sitting there along the spine, and it's going to show flaws. You can see the back of it is a very dark color on the back. So this is, again, a very condition sensitive issue, and it's only 14 years old. But it's going to be difficult to get this one in a high grade. So I guess that's the silver lining in all of this, is that I'll take that. Nice quick unboxing video, 3 slabs. I've got to go back and look at the two big dogs out of this one. 9.4, Troy Aikman first cover. And this one, 9.6, Shaq from 1991, over 30 years old, when I was able to pop a 9.6 on a super condition-sensitive issue. After this one, that Aikman and the Lebron could have been garbage, and I still would have been thrilled with this box. But they were still decent. Thanks for watching. Like and comment and subscribe here on YouTube. Follow me on social media. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, eBay, Facebook groups. It's all the same thing everywhere. CGC Sports Illustrated. Thanks for watching, and gonna do another one again.